Hey, there you are. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. It's not enough. Wait it. So
Better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, they can make a little extra by selling their wool.
Shit. Story American. Story முடித்த பின் மற்ற ஆடைகளை பார்ப்போம். சவுண்ட்லாம் கரெக்டாக செக் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஆக்சுவலாக சவுண்டு கம்மியாக இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். குரூப் பண்ணி வச்சேன். கரெக்டாக இருக்க வேண்டும் சவுண்டு. கேம் சவுண்ட் ஏன் சவுண்டோட அதிகமாக இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பார்த்துக்கலாம், எல்லாம் செக் பண்ணிடுறது. ஓகே, ரெடி பண்ணிட்டேன். ஒரு பாரு பார்த்துட்டு ஒரு லைக்கை போட்டு பாருங்க நண்பர்களே. Welcome to the stream.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst-case scenario?
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Hello guys,
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person? That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people. Really? The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question. Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that? How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises? It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Quote. Đọc vào đánh bật muốn kìa.
Try and stop me!
Stop right there!
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Ada kumpulan.
Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
There's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it to... These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, that would seem to be our last remaining clue.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose I'm just glad I no longer have to run.
Ceritakan terus mondang. Untuk.
It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, It wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his
லைக்
thirst.
போட்டு பாருங்க கைஸ் 8 பேர் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க வாங்கத்த போறேன் எல்லாம் ஹாய்
Could you spare some water? I'm a
Obrigado,
Kasharawa researcher. If you need something, I could.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah, I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kasharawa research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Kasharawa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, Those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything. Don't rush me.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get!
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it. Because they soon...
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that...
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this but what if you had access to the right funds and
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, we've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough more.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worth. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy...
You've made a bad name for yourself around here.
Well, it's your choice. But so I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your act...
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say.
Cash is king.
Fine.
I'm done.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats.
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I...
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway.
What was that? No. Chaim Wazet. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Chaim Wazet
You sold weapons to his enemies.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Primogem and his men had turned around and stabbed their ally. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, in the end, despite all the burning, and now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the... This confession is for the kids to read, too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help. Back then, I feared.
Jeez, if this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Notcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down. Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
Who's a genius? The dumb one. இருக்கா நான் நம்மளுக்கு சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் உங்களுக்கு போட்டு வச்சிருக்கேன்.
Ashvapati. It's been a while, Primogem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight. Every last one.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it? If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in, too?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Is that for Tui Tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. Just look at me. When there's mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing more. You're talking to a renowned Fontainian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand...
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the...
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care. These weapons!
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins!
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontainian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them!
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with. Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more over time. Evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose the weapons, or what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people...
Time is running out.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
signal! Fire!
But how?
A fireworks show? Oh.
Hi bro, Juta bro. Hi. Hello.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
Come, hello.
No funny business.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just not sure of the precise crime at this point.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you.
What
But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much. Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
I guess you're right.
Event முடிச்சா எபிலாக் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Event முடிச்சிட்டேன். இருக்கா இல்ல என்ன டீயா இருக்கா நஃபர் எடுத்தேன் எடுக்கட்டு அழுக வந்துட்டோம் உட்காந்து நஃபர் எடுக்கட்டு 10 95 45 45 பிட்டியில இருக்கேன் நைஸ் 45 பிட்டி சூப்பர்ரா கிட்டத்தட்ட 25 ஸ்பின் 30 ஸ்பின் ஆயிரும் போயா அவ்வளோ பிட்டி நான் எங்க போறது டே பண்ணிட்டு கதற வேண்டியது ஒரு ஸ்பின் பண்ண முடியும் ரிப்பீலாகி முடிச்சு டக்குன்ட்டு இன்னும் சைடு அதோட ஷோட் ஈவெண்ட்டோட எல்லாத்தையும் முடிச்சு புதுசாக அந்த ஈவெண்ட்டையும் முடிச்சிட வேண்டியதுதான் Primogem அடக்கி தள்ளுறோம் அதுக்கப்புறம் புது மான்ஸ்டர் ஏரியாவுக்குள்ள கார் கொண்டோம்னா அதிகமாக எடுத்துட்டோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன் நான் பார்த்து ஏன்னா கேரண்டீட்ல இருக்கேன் இருப்பேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் டிக்காட்டி தான் பிரச்சனை I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Oh, you're dripping wet. That must be uncomfortable. Full throttle!
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now.
The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati, he stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
Uncle Ashvapati.
They told us the whole
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, the way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself.
yeah,
Well then, what are you waiting for?
children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with...
I have plenty of other business to attend to.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Void.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too. So I was in. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke. I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as the Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
I'm flattered, really. But that... Sure. We could put up a few tents and...
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone, created by none other. Simply plant it in the ground, and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
What the...
Huh. Looks...
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's...
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this Needless to say, I could have found far more loot.
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? I think that would keep the kids very happy and...
Deal!
Hooray! Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
ஏய் எங்கடா இது கூட்டு போயிடறேன் நான் என்ன பண்றேன்றத மறந்துடுறேன். ஈவெண்ட் பண்ணணும்ல அது மறந்துட்டேன். இது முடிச்சிருச்சு. இது எதுவுமே பண்ணல. சூப்பர். இதை முடிச்சா என்ன எவ்வளோ இருக்கும்ப்பா? எவ்வளோ தருவாங்க? பண்றேன் எது பண்றேன்னு தெரியாம பண்றேன். இதுதான் கேபிட்டல் டீம்னா டீம்ல எடுத்துட்டு போறதுக்கு ரெடியாஸ். வந்து எவ்வளோ எடுத்துருவோம் மொத்த கேரக்டர்லாம் எடுத்துருவோம். எடுத்து வைக்கிறேன்.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Go, Lumi! Shine like a gemstone! That's nothing!
Divine light, shield them! Bring it!
A midnight for all. Why? As you like it! Go, Lumi!
Without further ado, lofty wisdom will show us the way! Careful! Hold out till fire support arrives. Fire support ready! Select the target! Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower!
எவ்வளோ பண்றது? ரவுண்ட் ஆக்குறானே அவனே பண்றான் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா.
Nice guiding! Well done! The sky's cool! The glaze moon shut!
Converge.
Letting brave names echo!
A gift from the land beyond. Go, Lumi! Like it or love it!
Divine light, shield them!
ட்ரைன் லைட் தான் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்.
Smite the dust! Careful! Hold out till fire support arrives.
As you like it!
Without further ado, the sky's clear. The
இது
glaze
எடுத்தாச்சு ஒரு பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
Fire support ready. Select the target.
நைஸ். வெளியே எல்லாத்துக்கும் போட்டு போட்டு எடுத்து அதே போட்டுறாங்க. ரெடி பண்றதுன்னு தெரியல. ஹலோ தமிழ் ஹலோ 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 வணக்கம் வணக்கம். பிக் ஃபேன், ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஹலோ, இது ரொம்ப நாளுக்கு அப்புறம் போடுறேன். தேமா ஹாய் ஹலோ வணக்கம். தேமா 614 வணக்கம் வணக்கம். வெல்கம் டு த ஸ்ட்ரீம். பார்த்துட்டீங்க, லைக்கை போட்டு பாருங்க பார்க்குறவங்க. கைஸ் வாங்க ஒரு லைக்கா போட்டு பாருங்க வாங்க.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Off to the freezer.
The pinnacle of excellence!
ஐயோ தப்பால் திடா.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Off the ante!
Oz revealed by
A dash of frosting!
தப்பா போட்டோமா கரெக்டா போட்டோமா மறந்துட்டேன்.
Fire support arrives.
சொல்ற பாயிண்ட் ஈஸியா எடுத்துடலாம் பட் ஸ்டில் இருந்தாலும்
let night fall.
தப்பா போட்டேன்.
Boost on the loose! A little moose boost!
Time for takeoff.
ஸ்பாயில் பண்ணல ஒரு படியா.
Royal decree.
ஓ பண்ணிட்டா தப்பு பண்ணிட்டேன் தப்பு பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கேன்.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
A dash of frost!
Let's play. Think you can get away?
At first, the flavor! Yeah!
That's gonna leave us.
A little time for takeoff. Yahoo! Oz reveal thyself.
Fire support ready! Select the target!
Genshin impact.
Land the projectile
Event பண்றேன்.
formation.
Genshin impact. விளையாண்டுருக்கீங்களா தெரியலையா? காட்சா கேம். நல்லா காந்தி ஈவெண்ட் அதுக்கப்புறம் முடிச்சுட்டு இருக்கவங்க வந்து கடைசி நேரத்தில் அப்படி ஒன்றுமில்லை. நம்ம கிட்ட இந்த கேரக்டர் இல்லை, ஸோ பிகாஸ் தான் ஆடியான் இவங்க
Frontline guidance is up to you.
Observe. Be silent.
A new moon rises. With one heart, we pray. Taurus, protect us. Lash attack!
Observe. The night comes.
அப்பா போட்டேன்.
Fear the dark. Observe.
A moonlit night for
Careful! Hold out till fire support arrives.
Fire support இருக்கா?
Be silent. Observe. To dust.
Lash attack! Surge. A new moon rises.
நல்ல விஷயம். ஓகே.
Taurus. By the frost moon of old.
இப்படிலாம் முடியாது அது.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls. Observe. Night falls.
Fire support ready! Select the target!
நான் எவ்வளோ நல்லா வெயிட் பண்ணுறது.
Here comes the mother load!
வருதா சந்தோஷம். காமிச்சு எடுக்க எல்லாத்தையும். தப்பிச்சிருவானா? கோல்டு தானா?
Close your eyes. Night falls. Fear the dark.
அச்சு. நான் டீமா வச்சுறேன்டா. தேவையாடா. தரமா டீம் வந்து
Frontline guidance is up to you.
After the breather. At first, the flavor. Do your master's bidding. Monstrous. Into the void.
Unleash!
Let's get down to business.
Another star goes out.
My lucky day.
My name echoing song.
The pinnacle of excellence! Manifest! Fire support ready! Select the target!
तो मैं फर्स्ट आउट रेडी आ रहा हूं बात. ठीक है. Ground fire பண்ண மாட்டாங்கடா இந்த
Land
போய்.
the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation.
இன்னும் ஃபார்ம் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கானுங்க.
Nice! Good shooting! Unleash! Manifest! Fearless! Into the void! Ha!
Time to shine.
A burst of flavor!
Merciless.
Another star goes out!
Ha! Do your master's bidding. Strike a pose.
Show no fire support ready! Select the target!
டார்கெட் லாக் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்காங்க. இந்த ஏரியா சப்போர்ட் கொடுங்க. எப்படா ஒருத்த மட்டும் சர்வை பண்ற வேலை?
Nice! Good shooting!
My turn.
நைஸ். லாஸ்ட் 20 go. நஃபர் ஓடு நஃபர் டீம். கரெக்டான டீம் தான் நினைக்கிறேன். இதுதான் தெரியல கரெக்டா தப்பாட்டு.
Locked and loaded. Waiting on your signal. Seek within. You can't hide the truth. It all falls into place.
For the everlasting forest. Forest? A moonlit night for all.
The mystery of careful. Hold out till fire support arrives.
ஆனா ஒண்ணுமே அடிக்க முடியல அவங்கள. பாட்டு மாதிரி இருக்காங்க. அப்பா டீம்
One heart, we pray, and pour.
within. Fire support ready. Select a
உடனே
target.
ஃபயர் சப்போர்ட் ரெடி ஆயிட்டாங்க. இதான் நம்ம பேங்க்ல பிடிச்சது. உடனே ரெடி ஆயிடுறாங்க. ஃபுல்லாக கட்டான்னு ரெடி ஆகிறாங்க பசங்க.
Here comes the mother load.
தெரியல வந்துருச்சா? ரொம்ப சந்தோஷங்க. கோல்டு கூப்பிட்டு போயிட்டீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஈவெண்ட்டை முடிச்ச கையோட சந்தோஷமாக போய் மாத்தாரே போத வச்சுக்கிறேன்.
Nice. Good shooting.
ஐயோ என்னடா அது கோல்டில் விடல.
Forest, protect. No more lies. Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
இன்னும் அது மனதான் ஆகலையா?
By the frost moon of all.
ஆக மாட்டான் போலயே.
Being done. A new moon rises.
Careful. Hold out till fire.
கரெக்டாக 30,000 நிற்கிறான். ஓகேவா மார்ஜின்லேருந்து நிற்கிறேன். 10,000. ஓகே நைஸ். 20K எடுத்தா இதுன்னு நினைக்கிறான். கிளம்பி முடிச்சேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். முடிச்சா இல்லாமல் ஈவெண்ட் இந்த பெரிய ஈவெண்ட் முடிச்சிட்டேன். சின்ன ஈவெண்ட் அதே முடியும். ஒரு மணி நேரம் ஆயிடுச்சு ஆக்சுவலி. ஆமாம் 1 மணி நேரம் ஆயிடுச்சு ஆரம்பிச்சு. டைம் போகிறதே தெரியல. முடிச்சிட்டேன். ஓ ஷிட். எவ்வளோ கிடையாது? 30 பிரீமியம் வருது. அவ்வளோக்கூடாது. கூடாது. ஓ எல்லா பிரீமியத்தையும் கரைக்கிறான். கரைச்சி குட்டிக்கிறேன்.
If you want to drum up some business. Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guaranteed. Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you, you guys will be. Your point being?
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Yehoda hopes we will return the favor.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets it. Okay, how do we do that?
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hallway for you.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from window glare and sits at optimal proximity to the teapot. By reserving this premium...
Is this... Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it. What's going on? Yehoda looks upset. All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a technicals, this year's expo is way bigger than ever before. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone.
If things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report it to Nev?
Well, yes, technically speaking. But if, for example, it was somehow... remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random nobody. He was just the one that got picked. Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly. The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with it. Not that I regret what I did. But jeez, Yehoda!
Okay, yeah. Fine. Just this once, I guess I can let...
Agreed. This option meets Yehoda's requirement.
Clink Clink Crisis Control.
This little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a rig. To activate the switch, you just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Nodcry that you won't be able to handle.
Really? So what actually happens when...
You'll find out if it comes to it. But I'm only letting you use it once. So you better save it for when...
Okay, cool.
இந்த இன்னொன்று எங்கே அது இந்த டைல்ஸ் ஆகணும். டக்கு முடிப்பாங்களா இதெல்லாம் தான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்குது.
It's... Huh? Uh-oh. Things... What are you worried about? Shh! Don't Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld. Rumor an eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails the seas. Most people know to steer clear. I was worried this expo. You don't think they're butting heads already?
Hey guys! What's up?
Oh, hey there, partner.
Can't go far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelist of the court of Fontaine. Plus, now that the Traveler has arrived, I wonder...
What's the Traveler got to do?
You're too kind, Miss Beto.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might, butt heads.
Is that so? Well...
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do...
Okay.
Well, there you have it!
These people are your... friends?
வீட்டுக்கு இத்தனை வருஷமா ஆகுதுன்னா இது கூட திராட்டி எழுதுனாங்க ஊர்ல மதிப்பாங்க டாலரா இதெல்லாம் என்ன அவன் பண்ணாதான் நல்லா காணுங்கண்ணா சிறுகானங்கள் பண்ணா படத்தை இது 10 பிரீமோஜன்ங்க என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணா இருக்கிற ஆளுங்க வச்சு
It's Lord Songima Bay! Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello! Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehoda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Taimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about. Complaints? Every single mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just... Could you maybe not find a way to send every... How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints...
Jeez, what...
Have you been to the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop's booth with everything Uncle's taught me? I bet I could build one of those thwack and smack defense bots. We should buy a blueprint.
Sounds like a waste of money to me. We should be spending our expo earnings on more important stuff like clothes.
But Uncle said the most important thing is that we have fun.
Guys, please don't... I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really... If you make any more here, it won't be nearly enough to...
Oh! Hi, Yehoda! Hi, Traveler!
I came here to make sure you kids stay safe, so listen carefully. If you want to look around the expo, that's fine, but you need to be extremely careful. A lot of crazy people show up to this expo. Both sellers and...
Yehoda's really serious about looking out for these...
Well, it's kinda my job. Oh, just take a look around. Yeah, just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey, you three! What are you doing here?
They're accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally, Rhea came to mediate between them.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare!
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously, stop fighting! Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford to buy a blueprint, I'm afraid I couldn't allow it. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated to build and extremely dangerous.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blue?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too! I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them out for real.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating...
Exactly! But what can I do?
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade! One of your toys for one of mine.
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am! Is it ma'am, or...?
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Thank you so much, Boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Huh. That was very thoughtful. Who are you, and what have you done with Ino?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big part of the job.
Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Ino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up. A grown-up who's shorter than the kid she was looking out for, but still.
Previous records indicate that Ino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
வெற்றி 10வது பிரிமோஜம் புரியிட்டேன். ஒன்று இருக்கு 14 ஓடுறான்.
Wait, that's a familiar face. Isn't that face?
Why, if it isn't the Traveler. Knew there'd...
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint.
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't...
Oh, wait. So you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks? Code? Yeah. Sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low. So they dress it up as junk beforehand. Happens.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times, the buyer hasn't totally wasted their money, have they?
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower. Doesn't that just scream black market to you?
Yeah. Maybe collectors who don't care. Fair enough.
இங்க அப்புறம் வந்தீங்க
Oh, Flint and Iwa! Fancy seeing you here.
Ah, traveler.
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time.
That sounds like something he'd... Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends...
Oh, I'm well aware.
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was identical to this one.
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the wild hunt as well. But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better than following them to the grave.
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flintz. Could you tell me a few...
Of course.
ஓடு இவங்கிட்ட தான் பேசணும் பார்த்துட்டேன்
Welcome to the
treasure hoarders have a booth?
Yep, every year. This is the largest legal black market in all of Teyvat. The stuff they dig up is perfect for a place like this.
But can one person really represent their entire...
No way. Treasure hoarder is just... The thing is, the members who'd applied to set up the exhibits used to give themselves... Over time, it became an unwritten rule that the different factions usually duke it out beforehand.
To be honest, I see myself as a member of the Fruity Order first, and a treasure hoarder second. Of course it does. The Fruity Order...
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the treasure... So what's...
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey, you!
What a coincidence. So am I.
Wait, really? I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy Zaytun Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then the more I heard about your order, the more it drew me. So when I heard that the Nod Cry Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name.
It's those idiots.
So what I'm getting is that...
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row. So we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. Then, this guy had to come along. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out. So, imagine their anger.
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken the... Can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules.
I see. All right.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Also, considering our smooth collaborations, this guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival factions. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable, so look after the...
Huh. So this guy has been responsible for more than one conflict so far.
சரியான பாட்டன் இந்த பாட்டன்ஸ் தான் ஏன் உள்ள வர்றாங்க ஒரு நாளே 4 பேர் அடி வாங்கி சாப்பிடணும் இந்த மாதிரி பண்றாங்க தலைவன் இன்னும் வார்க்கா கூட வரீங்க
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes.
Vorka?
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown monster.
Yes. And on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite...
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of...
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like... Oh, and Varka, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next to...
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favoni.
Oh, that's true.
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the Knights to make some...
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made...
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quick. I'm planning on heading to Snezhnograd, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of... With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing...
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it.
இப்போ காசு பார்த்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கான் இவன் எல்லாத்துக்கும் அதான் பிச்சைக்காரனா இருக்கான்
What's wrong? This exhibitor is apparently selling some rare Natlanese artifacts. And he's making I know the contract...
Unreasonable? These are too miny?
Yep, that's too miny, all right. So, what exactly do you need?
Well, I suppose I can use...
Whatever too miny means. It seems like it carries even more weight than...
இல்ல சே மறந்துட்டேன்
Sir, any samples you...
Rest assured.
Really? Wow-wee! You don't often find Mondstadt wine this far away from home.
Ah, you're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, but that's where my connections come in.
Cool! Hey! You can't...
I can't believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a member...
I know. That's why I'll be taking this up with them directly.
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you representing the Dawn Winery, or are you here as Owl?
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand. But please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the Dawn Winery. Our long-standing collaboration is far too valuable to me for that. No faction exists in Nodcry that can impose their will on everyone else. The rules we have in any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his so-called Dawn Winery
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt. You... I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from Nodcry. Oh, just you watch! I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes. That alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious competition from you.
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the curatorium?
Hey there! It sounded like you were discussing...
I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share.
என்னடா பருப்படா நீ பருப்பு அடிச்சு நொறிடும் சாலா இதுக்கு வேண்டா இதே வேணும் வீட்லாலே வந்துட்டா போச்சு சத்தா அட கொத்தா மாட்டீங்கடா எப்பறா
See, Lolly, I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers. I'm afraid confronting him myself.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny Eatsley, have mercy!
Chaska! Say, Lolly! What are you...
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling Wyob fragments at this pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here.
Oh. Okay, well...
Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our Wyob are not for... This is just a shard of a Wyob pillar. And its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection.
About...
What?
Apparently, people outside of Natland don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars, and I didn't want to correct them, because that way, I could drum up the price.
Forget it. Since you asked...
Oh, thank you.
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over, you're going straight to Biram to face the music.
ஓ அனிஸ் நான் லைனா வரீங்க வந்துட்டே இருக்கானே
Hey, it's Alice and Nicole!
Why, hello, Traveler and Paimon. Oh, quite the opposite. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear...
What sort of pricing...
Curious? Well, instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage. The key is to make people realize...
Kinda like... Not for me. We didn't sell much Hex and Zirkle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samaras. Wait!
You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people.
I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a heck for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a...
Oh! They don't call you a great...
Last level was saying business about... Allah, wait a minute, start staying here. Last antidote. Hold on, shit.
It's almost finally got time to... Yeah.
Sorry, but I've got a
Same here. Yoda!
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and... no dice.
The same thing happened. Goods first.
The buyer did have guild...
In that case, he...
The person I talked...
The one who bought from... Oh, wait, so...
Miss Yehoda, we need help! Ati went into town...
What? Why would he... He wanted to use the mora we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little...
Gods, this kid... Wait, yeah, he...
Oh, okay. What's that?
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his...
Sorry. Oh.
Should we rescue Ati? Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on!
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right!
Clank, clank, crisis control, awaiting orders. Awaiting...
Whoa!
Activating the switch, but It won't last long.
In that case, let's...
All units, advance to rest.
Orders received.
You're all right!
Sorry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those...
They stole my expo certificate.
Let's just inventory complete.
See? Told ya. With the clink clank, with so many bots around, we didn't have...
I know.
These kids call me boss. And as their boss, it's my job to protect.
Thanks, boss.
I know it's a great...
To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that. Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
வீரம் கை பக்காவாக முடிக்காச்சு. BRB 44 இதே முடிச்சிடலாம். இப்போ ஓடி என்ன பண்ணணும்? என்ன பண்ணணும்? சின்ன போடுங்க பாருங்க. எத்தனை ஸ்பின் வரும்? 3 ஸ்பின்னா? 48 தான். 55 கம்மியா இருக்காங்க. சரி, 2 ஸ்பின் எடுக்குமா? 46 47.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
எல்லா அப்படிங்கிறதும் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணேன். இந்த ஸ்பின் எல்லா எனக்கு இது கேரண்டட் ஸ்பின் அப்புறம் எனக்கு நபர் டீம் இது நான் போட்டேன். உயிரை கொடுத்தாச்சும் அடிக்கும். சரி, அவன் ட்ராவலை போடுவேன். கான்டென்ட் ட்ராவலை போட்டுட்டேன். இந்த ஈவெண்ட் கரண்ட் முடிச்சுக்கலாம். Report. Table. G6, 7, 6, 420 primos. 420. நைஸ். எனக்கு ஒரு ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை ஆகும். நேரம் நேரம். ஓகே, சிம்பிள் புடிச்சாச்சு. நைஸ். இது எதுவும் சொல்லணுங்களா? முடிச்சாச்சு. Protection போடு. நாளா தூக்கி போடுறது. தலையை வச்சு ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஓ முடியா. ஷூட்டிங் ஆக்ஷன். Sense. versatile நீ நினைக்கிறானுங்க. versatile நடிகர்கள்லாம் வேணும். சூட்லாம் கிடையாது போ. போட்டுருக்காண்டா பாப்புலாரிட்டிலாம் ஒன்றும் வராது சும்மா போட்டு வச்சு தலைக்கு தான் எல்லாம் ஓகே நடிக்காத மாதிரி கேட்கறது கஷ்டம் தானே post production work. Stage போடுறவங்கள ப்ளே பண்ணிட்டேன் நான் படம் இன்னும் சின்னசாக வருதுல்ல Tapi nak tahu ya. Kotak detik.
Leave this place. You poor lost lamb.
It's not. Give up.
Leave this place.
Let me start.
Random stuff. Can driver time. Inna concept. சரி போவோம். அச்சப்பா. ஓடிக்கிட்டே இருக்கான் தலைவன். ஓடிக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க, ஓடிக்கிட்டே இருக்கான். எங்கடா இவன் ரெட் கலரு? செகண்ட் போய் என்னடா ஸ்டார்டிங் பாயிண்ட்ல இருக்கான்னு பார்த்தா எண்டிங் பாயிண்ட்ல இருக்கான். Somewhat good.
Yeah.
முடியலடா. அனைவருக்கும் நன்றிகள். லைக் போடாம பார்த்துருங்க, ஒரு லைக்கை போட்டு பாருங்க. கொஞ்ச நேரம் தான் வந்துச்சு தம்பி, சின்ன பையன். பார்த்து தான் ஸ்விம் அடிக்கணும் போல. Full of fishes. Fishes கொடுவீங்களா? தேவையான லைக் போடுவாங்களா? நானே போட மாட்டேன், யாராவது ஒருத்தன் போடுவான். இதுக்கு இது, இவளுக்கு இது. ஐ திங்க் இதுக்கு இது கரெக்டாக இருக்கும். மற்ற கேரக்டர்ஸ் நான் தெரியும் போகணுமா? மெயின் பிக்சர் இவன் தான். செகண்ட் பிக்சர் என்னடா? ஹோடா இருக்கும். இல்லை, நாளைக்கு வளர்க்கணும் கைஸ்.
Terra smash!
You're not going anywhere.
Forest, protect us.
Vida. ஒரு பிரச்சனை இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸ்மூத்தாக வரும் நம்புறேன். Legendary stuff, guys. Legendary stuff. எல்லாத்தையும் போட்டாச்சு. பார்க்குறவங்க கதை அது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப கதை இல்லை. பிடிச்சாச்சுன்னா சொல்றேன். எப்படில குடும்பம் இருந்தது? ஒரு லைவ் முடிச்சுக்கோங்க. வரும் நினைக்கிறேன். 5 நிமிஷத்துல முடிச்சிடும். மாற்ற முடிச்சிடலையே. Okay. Map the church. Nation. பன்னூங்கா யாரு ஜீவாய்க்கு பன்னூங்க நேரம் 50 பிட்டியை தொட போறோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஆக்சுவலா Savonius products. Okay. But to touch it, still nothing should. She does come, so can't be much of that. நான் 50 பிட்டி தொட்டுட்டேன். இன்னும் அபியூஸ் பண்ணல. இமேஜின் பண்ணல. அது 10 ஸ்பின்னா கூட இவன்ட்டு இருந்து எவ்வளோ பார்க்கலாம். நடுவில் ஏதாவது விட்டாங்கன்னா போக மாட்டாங்க. இதுக்குள்ள எப்படியும் இதுக்குள்ள கிடைச்சா நல்லா இருக்கும். கஷ்டம் இல்லாட்டி இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. யூஸ்வலாக வேண்டியதான். 5 நாள் இருக்கா, 4 நாளும் 5 நாளாக முடிக்கிறேன். 6 நாள் இருக்கும். ஓகே ஃபைன். ஓகே நண்பர்களே, இதோட பிடிச்சிப்பான்னு நினைக்கிறாங்க. ஓகே, நாளைக்கு மேபி நாளைக்கு கதை இன்னொரு லைவ் போடுவேன். திங்க் போடுவேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பார்க்குறேன். Okay. Bye.